Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is the amazing Krystal with Krystal the Yarny. Oh no, I messed up. Krystal the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady.
Hi, everyone.
My YouTube BFF. and let's see, we have Lisa here. She said she's not sure how long she can stay going to her dad's for his birthday. Well, happy birthday, Lisa's dad. And
Happy birthday.
how are you, Lisa? And what are you working on? And also, I want to welcome those that will be watching on replay. And if you do watch on replay, leave a comment to let us know you watched the replay. And also feel free to answer any questions we ask on today's live in the comments. Let's see, Samantha's here and Marianne. How are y'all doing today? And Samantha's working on a scarf. And are you working on anything, Marianne? And let's see, we also have Roberta and Laura Lee. Hi, ladies. Same questions. How are y'all doing and what are y'all working on? So, how are you doing today, Krystal?
I'm doing pretty good. Other than that, I guess that's all I could be is pretty good.
So, you ready for that cold weather? I'm presuming
No,
it's Sunday for you too, huh?
I think Saturday night or
Okay.
maybe Sunday. I'm not sure, but I know it's supposed to get cold.
But yeah, like in Louisiana, our temperature is supposed to be the high on Saturday. It's the 80s. Then
Hmm.
on, let me get it. I forget what the temperature is now. Um, then on Sunday, the high will be 43 and the low will be 28. So that's how fast our weather changes
Hmm.
and the craziness that it does. So yeah, I'm gonna be cold Sunday.
Be staying inside most of the time.
Which is the day of my monetization party, so I may be wrapped up in blankets. And my party is going to be Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Friday, I'm going to be making a video telling y'all the prizes that's been donated so far for the party, and I'll show pictures of the prizes, like the ones that send yarn and stuff, as long as they send pictures. I have two that I'm still waiting to get pictures from. But yeah, if anybody would like to donate for my monetization party, just send me an email, let me know. And we're gonna have a good time partying Sunday. And let's see who else joined us. Let's see. There's also Vicky and David and Regina and Angela and Queen Mama, and I think your name is Anita. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think that's everyone. How are y'all doing? And what's everyone working on? And let's see. Let me get back to the comments where I was. Okay. Marianne says she lost her crochet hook in the hospital bed. She can't
Oh,
find
no.
it. Oh, yeah. Mary Ann is in the hospital right now. She has a lot of issues like with her bones and stuff. So keep her in y'all prayers that she starts to feel better. And Roberta's tired, finished her gnome today, got up at 3 a.m. with an idea and worked until I finished. I'm going to have to go looking for your gnome pictures. I need to catch up in my Facebook group because I see some people have posted some pictures in there. So I got to go check out everyone's beautiful work. And let's see. Angela's drinking water and she's working on the heel port knitting socks. Wait a minute. Turn my volume down a little. I hear a little squeaking. Roberta says, we have the AC on again here. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's back and forth here. And like some days you run the AC, some days you're running the heater all in the same day. Oh, Marianne wants to know if you're doing okay.
Oh yeah, I'm doing fine, Miriam. I'm just a little tired. I've been knitting on my shawl a lot today, working on the border. So
And
thank you for asking.
her shawl is coming out beautiful.
Thank you.
And there's something else that I just noticed before we went live.
Mm-hmm.
Krystal is one away from our 800 subscriber milestone. So I'm hoping we can get her there tonight. So if y'all don't have Krystal, go check her out. And I do have her link pinned to the top of the chat. It's also in the description box of this live. And if one of my moderators can also drop her link, that would be awesome. But yeah, she's very close to that milestone. So hopefully we get her there tonight. She just needs one more. Well, a few more because you kind of want to have a few extra because YouTube likes to take away.
Yeah. Those.
And Laura Lee says, I'm finishing one of the bod hats, still drinking coffee. We warmed up to 10 degrees now.
Oh wow, 10 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's like we're all like, oh, it's going to be in the 20s. It's going to be freezing down in the South. And people up north are like, that's nothing. But it is a different type of cold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mary's here. Hi, Mary. How are you today? And what are you working on? Oh, and Mary Ann can't wait to make your pink, I can't, pink, pink ski, right? Did I get it?
Pink. Yeah. Pink. If you think of like a pink ski, like a ski jet, pink ski.
Okay. Oh, I'm going pink skiing. Whee! Oh, and Anita's working on a plate of ham and goodies. Ooh, I'm coming your way, Anita. And let's see. Mary Ann says, I'm going to have to call the troops to find the hook. I want to crochet. And Nadine's here. Hi, Nadine. How are you doing today? And also Patricia. And what are y'all ladies working on? Vicky's working on a big Snoopy for her son. Yeah, I got the picture you sent me. And I also sent you an email about how you won the Yarnaholics, the pattern from me. So once I hear back from you on that, I can send you the pattern. And Lisa has not got the chance to crochet yet. Finally done with work, but will work on UFO. Ooh, you're making unfinished object. I thought you were actually working on a UFO.
Making a real UFO.
Okay, David said he sent me an email. I'm gonna check real quick to make sure I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay. And thank you for making a donation, David, for the party. Okay. And I'll be responding back to you probably sometime tomorrow. And Laura Lee says, I'm sure the nurses will help you find it, Mary Ann. Keeping you in my prayers. And let's see. David says, I tend to hover within a range of 10. The range itself moves up slowly, but I still fluctuate within that range. Patricia says it's 80 there. It's 74 here. You know what it is there, Krystal?
Actually, not at the moment. We have a thermometer outside, so I don't want to run outside to check. But I know it was probably like in the 70s today.
Yeah, our weather's usually pretty similar.
Mm.
And Regina says it's 49 in West Virginia. Oh, and Regina, I sent you a message today on Instagram. And Vicky says I forgot to post a Snoopy in Woodstock. That's all good. Just post it once you can. Okay, let's see. Anita says in Kentucky, she's not sure the temperature, but they don't need any heat on. Ooh, and Regina's almost finished with her hat. Awesome. And let's see. Brenda's here in spring. How are y'all and what are y'all working on? Yeah, Brenda has so much snow going on that she's been having trouble with her power and internet. And oh, you're welcome, Maryam. And like I said, I hope things get better for you. And Nadine says, I just finished doing laundry, but now I'm casting on stitches for a hat by Your Inspirations. Nice. Patricia's working on two blankets for her daughters. Mary says it's almost freezing here. It's in the teens for Sundays.
Mm.
Thank you, Samantha. She loves both our channels.
Thank you, Samantha.
And David says it's 65 in Wilmington. I was out earlier today in my shirt sleeves. It doesn't feel like December.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon says it's 24 in Eureka, Utah, snowing and blowing. Let's see. Isola joined us, and I thought I saw someone else. Did I miss someone?
Mm-hmm.
I know I saw another name. I know I'm not imagining it. But hi, Isola. How are you doing today? And bye, Lisa. Have a good day.
Bye, Lisa.
Tell your dad happy birthday for us. David says Carrie showed snow out her window this morning. Aw. Sometimes it's like really pretty, like, snow. I love it when it looks beautiful, like in mountains and stuff. Let's see. VJ's here. Hi, VJ. How are you doing? And what are you working on? And Laura Lee says, the bod hat I made was a rectangle and you gather the top, but I am going to fold the right sides together and make an ear warmer headband. The yarn is gorgeous. Ooh, nice. Vicky, I sent it a few days ago. I think it was the day after the Yarnaholics live. I think. Nadine says it's snowing here in Washington. I live on an island. You have to take a ferry to get here from Seattle. I've always wondered about ferries. I've never been on one. I just think that's kind of fascinating.
You've never been on a ferry?
No.
Aw. I've
You've
been
been
on
on one?
one, I think. I don't know if it was Galveston Island or somewhere in Galveston, but I remember driving up on it. I was little, though.
I mean, I know like on Grey's Anatomy they show the ferry. But no, I've never been on one. And let's see. I thought I saw. Okay. For some reason, I'm thinking more people come in than what actually is. So I thought I saw like two different people, and it's one. Okay, let's see. Lady Crafter's Fiber Creations is here, and I believe that's Mary.
Mary, yeah, Mary Marceline, that's her.
Yeah,
Hi, Mary.
she's fixing to start a channel, so be on the lookout. Like once she makes some videos and she lets me know, I'm planning to shout her out. So be on the lookout for her channel soon. And let's see, Nancy's here. Hi, Nancy. How are you today? So you want to go ahead and show everyone your beautiful shawl you're working on?
Let me get it situated here first. Okay. I'm working on the border, but just so y'all know, this is the shawl part. This is the body of the shawl. And then this part is the border that has combined the border stitches with the body of the shawl. So I'm actually working rows back and forth this way. And then on the odd rows, it combines one stitch of the body of the shawl with one stitch of the border. And then it takes it off the needles. So that's what I've gotten off of the needles so far.
Your shawl is so beautiful.
Thank you. I think it would have looked better in a solid color and then you could see all the designs, but I've already done it now. I can't really go back.
Yeah, and that's the one thing too, like with knitting, it's like it's hard to go back on a knitting project, even just like a few rows.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone made their milestone.
Yeah. Well, I can't.
Congratulations, Krystal.
Thank you, everyone. I don't have a YouTube page pulled up, so I couldn't look at it. It lags too much, but awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's why I was like moving around because I was trying to type around my microphone. I was trying to see if you had made it. Yay. Now we got to get her to 900. Now, if only my voice had that much influence to get you there in one night.
Oh no, that would be too much. YouTube probably take half of them away.
Yeah, I do think whenever I had gotten my shout out from Bago Day, I think I lost some because I know I saw a couple of times where it went down like about 50.
Yeah.
But with YouTube, you never know what they're doing.
I was holding it $7.99 for 3 or 4 days without losing any, and I was like, well, it hasn't taken any away, so maybe I'll sit at $7.99 for a little bit. But
I know it's like you get to the point where you're expecting them to take away.
I always do.
And I know, like I had heard, like the bigger your channel gets, the more they take away.
Probably. Yeah.
I've heard that. But we got you to 800. Yay! 45. We can do the Carlton. Well, Patricia, she's asking how they can take them away. Sometimes I think some people fall where YouTube detects them as spammers. Some can be legitimate spammers, and like especially like if the person just subscribes and they don't watch any of the video or comment on a video, I think those are the ones they tend to take away.
Yeah, if you just go and subscribe to the person, never watch them, never comment, and all you did was hit that subscribe button, most likely YouTube will take you off from their channel. That's why it's important to watch videos.
And then I think too, sometimes they take away to check out the new subscribers. And then like sometimes it'll look like they put them back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like you really don't know what goes on their end.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have some new people that joined us. Let's see. I did tell Patricia hi. I think I did. If not, hi, Patricia. I'm pretty sure I told you hi already. Amanda's here.
Hi, Amanda.
And let's see. Brenda's here, both Brendas. Brenda Young and Brenda Bear. And let's see.
Wow, you're really behind.
Oh no. It's like now it's getting harder for me to keep up with the chat on my lives.
Yeah. Need to have slow mode on.
I think that's everyone new. How are y'all doing and what are y'all currently working on? And if I missed anybody telling y'all hi, I do apologize. Yes, Mary, I am still looking for mods. Let me go try to add you real quick. Y'all might hear a little noise. Okay. Where? Let's see. Oops.
Thank you, Miriam.
Okay, I just added you, Mary. But I figured I might have trouble finding her since she doesn't have any videos out yet.
Yeah.
But I really like. I typically don't like adding during the live because I gotta open YouTube and usually you'll hear like a second of the video like overlapping before I hit the pause button. And just there, it's like I thought I had it paused, and then it's like all of a sudden I'm like, "Oops, I didn't pause it." Let's see. I'll probably be skimming some of the comments, so trying to catch up with things. Anita says, asks, has anyone watched Krystal's at Bago Day's new rap tutorial yet? I listened to it while I finished making dinner. I definitely plan to make it. I saw she had a new one. I hadn't watched it yet. But Bago Day makes like the prettiest shawls.
Yep.
Isla says working with Silver Dog, it turned into looking like a donkey for a while. And Laura Lee says we've got 3 feet of snow. All my grandsons came to shovel me out. So sweet. Yeah, all y'all people up north getting all that snow. Spring says I'm over the rain, ready for the snow already. Okay, Vicky, I'm gonna resend the email. Probably after the live. And if for some reason I forget to send it, like send me an email to remind me. But yeah, I should send it after the live. And let's see. David says he took a ferry across one of those lakes between New York and Vermont. Gorgeous but cold because it was winter. And it just sounds like one of these like awesome things to do, ride a ferry. Spring says I had to take one to get to Mayport Base. DJ's working on a scarf and a Suzette stitch and helping my grand stitch and applique. Nice. Okay, Samantha wants to know what your favorite project to crochet, Krystal.
Shawls.
Yeah,
It's my favorite thing to crochet.
mine too. Then next it would be beanies. Patricia says there's a ferry to Bolivar from Galveston. Nice. Mary says ferries are great. As a kid, I used to take them once or twice a year from New London, Connecticut to Orient Point, New York. Roberta says they have to take the ferry to get to the mainland. Sometimes I think it's for others. I think it's for others, not so much. And Marianne says, I called the nurses. I've been searching for an hour. They found it in a minute. Wouldn't you know it? Yeah, that's how it works. There was one time I put my crochet hook in my pocket, and I'm looking everywhere for it. Can't find it. All of a sudden, I realized it was in my pocket. I was like, Okay. Okay. Mary wants to know if we have any advice for her about making her first video. She's extremely nervous. So
You want to start first?
What's your advice for her, Krystal?
Okay. Mary, just act like you're talking to, like a family member sitting there. It can get nerve-wracking when you think about it, but after you do it several times and just realize you're talking to your phone or camera or whatever you're filming on, and that if you mess up, you can delete it. And for the Christmas and July fairies, I had to record that video 10 times because I kept forgetting to put certain things in there. You can always erase and start over. Just be yourself. And, maybe for your first video, tell them what your channel's going to be about.
Yeah, and my advice, basically the same as Krystal. And like one thing I did, I practiced with my web camera a few times just to kind of, get more comfortable being in front of the camera and talking. Now I know not everyone edits, but if you can learn how to edit, editing can be your best friend. Which my advice for editing is if I don't know how to do something, I just look up a YouTube tutorial on how to do this. And that's how I learned editing. Also, like Krystal said, tell people about your channel, tell them a little bit about yourself, tell them like what you plan to do on your channel. Maybe tell them how you got into like crochet or knitting, things like that. And I guess that's pretty much it for my
Just
advice.
breathe.
Yeah. And
the more you hold your breath, the more nervous you'll get. Just breathe.
You are going to be nervous at first.
Yeah.
I mean, I look back at my first video, and I mean, I see how nervous I was. But and even still, there's times that I have to keep refilming. I'm like, oh, I don't like how this sounded, or I don't like how
Yeah.
And I go back. I think I drive Frank crazy sometimes.
I sometimes have to film a video twice, or if I mess up, I'm like, oh, darn it, I have to start over. But I don't do a lot of editing. So if there's a mistake, if I say a wrong word, that stays in. I don't care. It shows I'm human. I'm not going to cut it out. I don't care if I mess up on my word. I'll say, well.
And like one thing too, like I know I sometimes have trouble whenever I shift topics. That's something that I struggle with, where I'm like, okay, what am I going to talk about next? And sometimes, I have to, pause, look at my notes, and then continue.
Yeah.
And that's where, like I say, editing can be your friend. But like everyone's kind of different with how they're, what they're comfortable with doing on their videos.
Yeah.
Where like what I struggle with, Krystal may not, and vice versa. So, but the main thing is just be yourself.
Yep.
And have fun with it.
Yeah, that's very true. Have fun.
And let's see. And everyone's saying how they loved your shawl. They love your shawl, Krystal.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Roberta has a good point. Pretend you're talking to a friend.
Yep. Well, technically you are.
Yeah.
Most of your subscribers become your friends. We talk to y'all all the time through videos, through live chats, So y'all become our friends.
And there's people in the Yarny community I talk to pretty much every day.
Hmm.
It's like you build friendships, and it's like awesome. I
Me and
love all my
Connie
Yarny friends.
technically do talk every day.
I think there's like every now and then we may go a day or two not talking,
Yeah,
but
because we're busy.
for the most part, yeah, pretty much every day.
Hmm.
And like usually I talk to Lisa with Coping with Yarn every day. Cindy Lou with Hooks and Crochet. Which, speaking of those two, they're both going to be my guest stars together on my live Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all know it's going to get crazy. And let's see. Oh, Miriam's asking how your mom and grandma are, Krystal.
They're doing good. My mom went to the dentist. She's got an infection in her tooth. She got antibiotics for that. She's eventually going to have to get it pulled, but she's okay. My grandmother's doing okay. She's in her room watching YouTube, couponing stuff.
And let's see, David's saying how if you get an Instagram message from Dana with triple C to ignore it, she's been hacked.
Oh no.
So yeah, be careful with that.
That's why my Instagram is private. I don't want it. I don't want people copying my pictures, and if I don't know who you are and you send me a follow request, I don't approve it. So if they can't see what's on my account, they can't make a replica, or well, I mean, I guess they could hack it, but you know.
And I'm really not that active on Instagram. Like I tend to post like, going live,
Mm-hmm.
and like there's a couple of people that I interact with some via, the message thing, but I really don't do much on Instagram.
Yeah. I post pictures now that we can actually use a laptop and post a picture from it. I might post a picture every once in a while, but other than that, that's all I do.
Bye, Nancy. You're probably already going, but I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, that was like 10 minutes ago, I think.
I'm behind.
It's okay.
Miriam says messenger commenter, my autocorrect hates me. Yeah, sometimes autocorrect is frustrating. It's like, no, that's not what I want. I've typed what I wanted. Stop changing my words, autocorrect. Ooh, Amanda's making stir fry.
Ooh.
I'm on my way, Amanda. You're only a few hours away. Oh, and Brenda's working on a cardigan for her mom. Oh yeah, and Amanda did some tutorials today for her channel.
I saw that. I hadn't watched them yet because I'm not very good at loom knitting, but I saw that. Congratulations.
And let's see, Inherited joined us, and Lisa the Grammy, and let's see. I figure there's some other people that, yeah, Sharon. How are y'all, and what are y'all working on? Okay, let's see. Roberta says she hasn't made a shawl yet. Ooh, wait till you make your first shawl. You'll fall in love. Oh, she bought. Hold up. She says she bought yarn to make a pocket shawl. She used it for other things. Uh-oh.
Hi, Krystal.
Hey,
Congratulations
Frank.
on your 800.
Thank you.
He likes to pop in sometimes. I was hoping that Allie would pop in.
Did you ever find Sophie?
No.
Oh,
It's been 11 days. It's not looking good.
I'm sorry.
I know. I miss my love bug. Because it's like, don't get me wrong, like I love Allie, and Allie can be a sweetheart, but she's not the type of cat that comes like by you or plops on your lap that often. She's more
That
the
is
type of cat.
exactly how Tom is.
Oreo's the type of cat you got to go up to
Hmm.
and like kind of give her attention.
And half the time she don't want it.
Yeah, the
Oreo's like,
time
she'll love on me when she wants to have lovin's and when she wants food. But other than that, don't pet me, don't mess with me, and she'll duck down like that when I try to pet her. Tom, he wants the attention. So I know how you feel.
yeah, like Allie, like she'll let you pet her usually, but like you always got to be like really gentle with Allie,
Hmm.
and you kind of got to know how to approach her. And then when she does come to you, she gets like really clingy, and it'll last for like a week or two, and then you'll go like a month or two where she don't come to you.
Hmm.
Where Sophie would come to you like almost every day,
Yeah.
and it's like, uh, it's like I, I hope she comes back, but it's it's getting close to 2 weeks now.
Well, hopefully she found a good home.
It's like if she's not gonna come back, I hope that's the scenario that happened.
Yeah. I thought the same thing when my cat Itzy disappeared because she was mostly an inside cat for the first 4.5 years of her life. She was inside, and then when I had to move back to my grandmother's, she went outside, and she stuck around for about a year. And then one night, a possum had showed up, and it was a baby possum. But the next day, I could not find Itzy, and I had opened her wet food, and I'm sitting here thinking, no, I don't want to open it. Bugs will get in it. And so I set it on the counter, didn't open it. And I just had that heart sinking feeling in my gut. I knew she was not coming back because when I called her for like an hour, she normally would come and she would not leave the yard. I knew she wasn't coming back. And I never found her. And I looked for 3 weeks every day. So,
And the thing is that like I had a bad feeling after about 2 or 3 days not
mm,
seeing her around outside. I figured like we might not be able to catch her, but like normally, like the couple of times she snuck out previously, she's always stayed around the yard.
yeah.
And like she likes like the ditch area under the house, and it's kind of like I don't know if she would have ventured too far.
If she was in heat, then it's possible she could be running around. It
And
is
I know
possible. So,
like whenever Frank goes like on his waiter deliveries and stuff, he looks around to see if he
yeah.
sees any possible sign of her. And my poor love bug. And it's like I try not to think about it too much because
Yeah.
it upsets me. Let's see. Cuppy Crochet joined us. Hi, Cuppy Crochet. How are you today? And what are you working on? And thank you for checking my channel out. And what's your first name, Cuppy? Let's see. Let's try to get back to where I was at. David says how he deleted his very first video. My primary theme was, does the world need another crochet channel? And you're welcome, Mary, for the advice. And like I said, if you ever have any questions, you could always like email me and even like Krystal.
Hmm.
You know, w- we'll do what we can to help you.
I was also going to say it took me 6 months before I actually showed my face on camera. I filmed outward, away from me, mostly on my bed or, on the couches or whatever. I set stuff up and showed what I made because I didn't want my face out there. But then when I hit 100 subscribers, my very first giveaway, I showed my face on camera and I was like, I'm not going to hide anymore. I'll film every once in a while with my face in the picture. But after that, it kind of became habit. I wanted to be seen. I wanted to be on the video. So you eventually will get comfortable with it.
And David saying how one thing he's learned about having a channel, try a bunch of different things. The things
Mm-hmm.
you are most comfortable with are most likely going to be the ones that viewers respond to the best.
Mm-hmm. True.
And Inherited says, I'm still in Dante's Inferno with this scarf that I have been trying to finish for ages. I feel like that was the peppermint blanket I'm working on. One day I'll finish it. And I need to try to do my Crochet Tuesday video tomorrow. I'm behind. Oh, Roberta says, funny you say that about friends in the crochet community. I live it vicariously through y'all. And you know, one
Aw.
thing too, I find sometimes, like your friends, like in the Yorny community, sometimes can be closer friends than people you know in real life.
That's true because I really don't have many friends physically around me. I count my grandmother, my mom as my closest friends that are here with me. Um, Other than that, I really don't have any friends that I actually go and see or anything like that. So yeah, I see all my subscribers as my friends and my YouTube community, my
Hmm.
fellow creators.
And I know, like for me, and this is something that I've never mentioned before. I kind of feel like it kind of filled a void that I had
A little bit,
because
yeah.
you know I felt like I was trying to fit in with people that I really didn't fit in with. And I always wondered why, like I couldn't open up to these people, and I just didn't feel like I was really a part of them.
Hmm.
And then like I started doing my channel, and I get talking to all of y'all, and it's like I've made some amazing friends, and it's like and I enjoy talking with all of y'all.
Hmm.
Yeah, there are times that you start getting misty over stuff, Dave.
I know exactly how you feel, David. I've had the same thing happen to me.
And let's see. I think did I tell Sharon hi? If not, hi
I think so.
Sharon. How are you doing today? And let's see if anyone else joined us. Let's see. Oh, Margaret joined us. Hi, Margaret. And I think that's it. How are you today, Margaret? And what are you working on? And let's see. Oh, Amanda said she's going to start lurking. She's going to eat dinner. Send some of that stir fry our way, Amanda. And Roberta says we made turkey enchiladas with the last of the leftovers. And, and like I've heard some of y'all doing like enchiladas, like for Christmas, or like tamales. I'm just like, ooh, y'all getting me in the mood for some Mexican food, especially tamales. And Cuppy is saying that she's listening to a bad fire on the scanner. Oh no.
Mm.
Hopefully everyone's like safe from it. And Inherited says she's guilty of buying yarn for a project and then never making the project.
Me too. I've done that.
Or I buy yarn for a project and then I keep like, oh, I want to make this project, this project, this
And use it for
project.
something else.
And I don't necessarily use the yarn for something else, but it's like other projects jump ahead.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I have so much I want to make. And Sharon says she loves the virus shawl. And that's something that I haven't done a virus shawl yet, but that is something that I want to make. I think they're beautiful. Let's see. Thank y'all about the wishes for Sophie to come back, everyone. Hope, like I said, hopefully she does. But the longer they're going for, it's kind of like it gets to be less
Mm-hmm.
likely.
Yeah.
I haven't checked the shelters, Nadine, but I did look like online in the groups, like Facebook groups, to see if anyone saw her or posted.
I do you have a shelter where you live?
It's actually in Opelousas.
No. I was gonna say check your local shelter. Maybe somebody took her there.
But and then like the last few days we haven't even seen the stray cats outside that tend to hang out.
They may know the cold weather's coming.
So I don't know. And like another thing too that worries me about Sophie, like Sophie won't just eat anything like how like stray cats will.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's one thing that worries me too because it's like poor baby has to be starving unless she's finding some cat food somewhere. Yeah, we've tried doing those things, Mary. Let's see. Yeah, and I've also like, like I said, did the Facebook thing and I've asked my neighbors and nothing. Roberta says, I was so proud of my big boy kitty today. He curled up on his couch and let me crochet all day. Waited until I was done. Aww. And Cuppy says, I did the lost shawls a few years ago for an order, and the lady never got it, so it went to donation. I'm getting tongue tied. Yeah, and really, it's like that's the scenario I'm hoping for Miriam, since she hasn't come back. That she could be in someone's house, and and that's the case. If she ever got back outside, maybe she'll come back home.
Yeah.
So, and Cuppy's working in a duck raft and a donation Afghan for the local homeless shelter. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see. Okay, Cuppy's name is Shannon, but hubby named her Cuppy years ago. Do you prefer to be called Cuppy or Shannon? Let's see. Okay. And Mary says that she plans to do her first video, a Happy Mail giveaway winnings from Cindy Hart's Crochet. Yeah.
Aw.
And let us know when you get that first video up. Nadine says she was going to do the peppermint blanket. Please show us the progress you made. I've been obsessing over that blanket. I don't have it near me right now, but I if you check my last Crochet Tuesday video, you'll see some of the progress on it. Um, I have 10 of edging number 1 done, 10 of edging number 2, and I think I have about 7 with edging number 3 now. I have to do it 9 in edging number 3. And then I think after that, there's still about 14 more large ones to do of the peppermint, and then the small ones, and then put it all together. I'm thinking forever on this blanket. I really am.
You'll have it done by next Christmas.
I feel like that it may take me that long. It's like, and I don't know. It's like I don't know why it seems like it takes me so long to do a peppermint, but I know sometimes I get distracted too easily. I'm all like, oh, I'm gonna get a blank made this week, and I don't. But another thing too, once like Friday will be my last week working on my big temperature blanket. So I'm hoping that I may have more time on some level to work on it. But now I'm also going to be working on a row a day for my temperature blanket.
Hmm.
But it'll be knitted. And also I'm only going to do like an Afghan size instead of like this year I did like a king size. So
I'll be right back. Somebody's knocking at the back door.
okay. Let's see. Oh, bye, Brenda. Hope you have a good night. Um, really, Regina, all you typically have to do most of the time is just let the, the content creator on a live know that you want to be a moderator, and they'll usually put you as a moderator. Do you want to be a moderator on my channel? Because I can always use more moderators. So just let me know if you want to be one. Could be Cuppy or Shannon says, she knows she don't fit in with most people, but I'm learning to fake it until I make it. I also know my feelings aren't real. Depression lies to me. Yeah, and that's the thing. Is sometimes sometimes it can also be you just feel like you feel like you don't fit in, and you actually do, and you just don't realize it too. You know, but usually, there's always people for everybody. So, and we love our yarny friends. Ooh, what's for supper, Laura Lee?
I just wanted to say, Laura Lee had commented saying that I was pretty, and I just wanted to say thank you for that comment. That's very nice of you to say.
Aww. Let's see, Tina joined us. And
Mimi Cat do.
Okay, Mimi. And Cheryl. Oh, welcome to my channel, Cheryl. And let's see if there's anybody else. I think that's everybody. How are y'all doing and what are y'all working on? Anita says she never did fit in anywhere. I'm too outspoken. See, like I know, like I tend to be too shy. That's a lot of my problem. And let's see. Okay, Regina wants to know if you have any New Year goals, Krystal.
Honestly, I haven't thought of any yet. um, I know for next year, I want to try to create at least 10 more patterns because I created 11 this year. So I was thinking about at least meeting the same goal, doing 11 more patterns, but I can't promise anything. And more tutorials.
Yeah. And what's
So that's
funny is
my.
I actually, oh, sorry. I
Okay.
actually plan to do a video about New Year's goals. So I'll let y'all wait for my New Year's video, which some of them I've already talked about, but
Yeah.
I do plan to do a New Year's video to talk about goals for the New Year's. New things that I want to try to learn how to do with crochet and knitting. Let's see. Okay, Cuppy saying either name is fine. I didn't put up any missing posters, Mary, but like I said, I did post some stuff like it in some of the Facebook groups for pets. Okay, Cuppy, I'll go ahead and after I finish up the live, I'll go check to add the new members to my Facebook group. Yeah, Samantha, you can send finished projects at any time because I do the finished project videos on a monthly basis on the 15th of every month. And anytime you finish a project, just email it to me and or you can also post in my Facebook group, which I need to catch up in my Facebook group. But yeah, just email them to me and I'll include them in the next finished projects video. And Harriet says she's intrigued by the peppermint blanket. Yeah, a bunch of peppermints. Okay. Patricia says she's not a very fast crocheter. It takes her a while to finish. Yeah, I don't find I'm the quickest crocheter. Okay, let's see. Okay, with moderators, Vicky, typically a moderator tends to greet people that enter the chat, telling them hi as they leave the chat, telling them bye, have a good day. They drop channel links. Usually, like if people type CC in the comments, that means they want their channel link dropped. Or like if I say, can one of my moderators drop this link?
Hmm.
And also like looking out for like trolls or anything inappropriate being said in the comments, that type of thing. You were going to say something, Krystal?
I just saw that Marsh Knitting Regina says, "Yep, like to be one." Thanks. I think she wants to be a moderator.
And that's Regina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me write you down because I should be able to add you after the live. Okay, write that down.
Technically, a mod is kind of like a bouncer. deals with all the trouble.
Hmm. Which I've been fortunate. I haven't really had hardly any issues with trolls
Yeah.
and all, but I don't know. I'm waiting for the day that they come after me. Let's see. French Ranch joined us, and Gail,
Hi, Gail.
and Joanne Darling,
Sand pill.
and Sand. How are y'all doing today, and what are y'all working on? Yeah, yeah. Whenever I started working on the peppermint blanket, I was confused at first, and I was asking, like, I asked like Krystal, Brenda here. I was like, do y'all understand what I'm supposed to do? I mean, it took a while for me to figure it out. I think it took me almost a whole day to get it because it's not like regular crocheting how it works. You're kind of like all over on it. Oh, y'all getting rain, Amanda? It's not raining here. At least I don't think it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's one thing too, Mary. Like anybody, if y'all start a channel, just let me know, and like I'll add you to my list for my shout out videos, and I'll try to help get the word out about your channel. Nadine says her New Year goal is to learn how to knit socks. Ooh, socks. So do you have plans for socks in the New Year's, Krystal?
Actually, I do. I plan to make some more socks with some that yarn that Gina had sent me, and because it is sock weight yarn and it's beautiful, so I'm gonna make socks out of that because I gave my pair of socks that I knitted for myself to my mom for Christmas because I didn't have time to make her a pair. So I gave her the ones I made. Luckily, I had never worn them yet, only tried them on. But so I gave her my pair that I made myself. So yeah, I definitely plan to knit some more socks because I'm almost done with this shawl. Yay.
Yeah, me too. And actually, after I finish my shawl that I'm knitting, I may do a pair of socks after. I may use that gorgeous yarn that Gina sent me. 'Cause that yarn is beautiful, and I've been wanting to do like the self striping with like
Hmm.
the what do you call it, the top part of the sock, the cuff, and the heel being like a different color.
Mm-hmm.
I love those type of socks. And I also want to do like later on some socks with like a cabled sock, but it would have to be like, more solid, like more truer to a solid color.
Hmm. To make the design show up.
Yeah. Oh, and Fish Ranch reached 800. Woohoo! Congrats. Krystal did too tonight. Okay, Mary wants to know what our New Year's resolutions are. So, what's your New Year's resolution?
Um, well, I did say earlier I don't really have any yet, except my New Year's resolution is try to make more patterns and do more tutorials. That's all I got so far.
Now, do you have any like resolutions outside of like Yorny stuff?
That's what I'm saying. I haven't made any resolutions yet, really, so I really don't know.
I know, like, I'm not that big per se on setting like regular resolutions
Yeah.
because typically people break their resolutions. And I mean, like normally I always say I want to try to lose weight, and I don't know, it's like it's like a while back I was doing really good with it, like a few years ago, and for some reason it's like I just can't stay motivated to stay on track.
Yeah.
But I really don't like to call that really a resolution. But but yeah, like my knitting and crochet goals, I'll be doing a video more about that.
I just wanted to acknowledge a comment from Mary. She goes, I now know why so many yarn tubers say we mean the world to them. She's experiencing it already.
hmm Okay, where was I? I lost my place. Roberta says, "Ooh, power moderator may be too much," but it's really not much different from just being, because it's basically, you're interacting with others in the chat and dropping links for channels.
That's the only
And
difference between just a person that's commenting and a moderator is the moderator can actually drop the link. A
mhm,
regular person cannot. That's the only difference. So, but that moderation can also be taken off like that too. If somebody's, say if one of our moderators ever got rude or something, they can be taken off as moderator just as quick as we put them on. But we've
mhm.
never had any kind of problems like that. So I don't think that would ever be a problem. But anyway.
And also too, I think with like when people become members of channels, I think they automatically become a moderator.
I have no idea.
I think they automatically get the wrench.
Mm.
I could be mistaken on that, but San says working on knitting a pullover sweater. Nice. Gail says, "On my life, New Year's, I have it set up that you have to be subscribed an hour to chat. Hope it weeds out the trolls."
Good idea, Gail.
Like I said, I've been fortunate with that. And I know I've heard some people say using Nightbot helps, and I use Nightbot. But I know like Krystal had a lot of issues with them, and
Yeah,
but
it
she
finally
doesn't.
died off by a little bit.
But
It's
she
like they
doesn't
left
use
me
it.
alone for a while.
Yeah, they love you, Krystal. Yeah, it's like some not like there was like this one that just kept coming in.
Yeah,
We
but
would
don't speak its name.
boot them out and could not get
They
rid
come
of
right
them.
back.
Could not. Ooh, okay. Regina's asking you, Krystal, what kind of yarn you like to use.
Do you mean like brand or type of yarn, like acrylic or cotton? Um, if it's like the fiber content, mostly acrylic. Um, but I do like cotton some. Um, yeah, brand any yarn. I'm not too
Yo-
picky.
Yarn. Let's see. Caitlin joined us. Hi, Caitlin. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Yarn. Sporkly yarn. And let's see. Okay, Samantha's saying she got some new yarn tonight, and I will make a video showing my new yarn. Awesome. Yeah, let us know when you get that video up, Samantha. And Roberta says, I need to pull out my knitting needles and do some of that. Okay. Okay, let's see. Regina wants to learn how to crochet. Okay, Roberta wants to know if we just do one project at a time. Um, Go ahead, Krystal.
Most of the time, I only do one project. Now, like one product, one project could be knitting, but then I have one project that is crochet. I don't mind having one knitting and one crochet project going at the same time, but I don't like having more than one crochet projects or more than one knitting projects at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't like having a lot of whips going at a time, but like one thing with me, I I typically like right now it's gonna change some once the new year starts, but typically on Friday I work on my temperature blanket, which this year it's a crochet one, but this next year I'm gonna be doing a knitted one. And then um hold up, okay, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday I work on crochet. So I usually have one crochet project going. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I work on knitting. And I typically have one knitted project going. Now, right now, I have four whips go. I think it's four. Yeah. Because I have my peppermint blanket I'm working on. And then I have a blanket that I'm designing the pattern for. But that one's on pause right now until I get the peppermint blanket done. And then once I get that done, I may work on like a small project before I go back to another big blanket. That way I feel like I'm getting something accomplished.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's going to change up some because next year I'll be working every day on my knitted temperature blanket since I'm doing one row a week.
Mm.
Then, but I'm probably going to do 4 days crochet and 3 days knitting. That way, hopefully, I can I can get more done on my blankets. One day I'll finish them. One day. And Mary says one of her resolutions is to learn to knit more than the knit stitch. Awesome. Oh, Amanda lost power. Uh-oh. Laura Lee says her resolution is to help her daughter-in-law sort out her crafting hoard. Mm. So the weather is that bad, Amanda? Hopefully it comes back in soon for you. Okay. So you have a channel copy? I'm gonna have to check. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, Lorelai is going to eat now. Have a good night, Lorelai. And Cuppy saying, I love the people I've met so far. Being alone isn't nearly as much of a problem anymore. I'm getting used to having people around now. Oh, Amanda's calling the power company. Okay, let's see. Oh, Caitlin's not working on anything at the moment. And Gail says she's working on getting her supplies together to start learning. Awesome. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, let us know how your progress goes. And like I said, if you have questions, just ask, and like I'll try to help you, and Krystal will try to help you too.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, Sharon says, I will sometimes have a small project to take with me to a doctor's appointment as I wait for a ride service. And one thing with that, like when I take my stuff with me, that's when I get called in right away. When I don't take it, I'm waiting forever.
That's why if I have to go anywhere, like to an appointment, I take a book. Then I don't have to sit there and put my crochet hook back in there or find a stitch marker to hold my place. I just take a book and I just have the bookmark right there, and I can just close it.
And sometimes, if I'm working with something big, I tend not to like hauling that with me.
Oh no, no, I wouldn't either.
Or like for instance, like a knitting, like the shawl I'm working on right now. I'm doing like a bunch of lace,
Mm.
so it's like I don't like doing like where I have to keep looking at the pattern, or you
Mm-hmm.
kind of want to get finished with a repeat before you put your project down.
That's how I am too.
So like you want something that you're either just doing like all knit stitches or all purl stitches, or like the same stitch crocheting, where it's not like it's an issue if you got to put it down. And let's see, Queen Bee's here. Hi, Queen Bee. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? And let's see, where was I? So did they tell you, Amanda, how long it's probably going to be out? I find usually like power tends to be out about an hour. Okay. And Regina wants to know what type of needles you use.
Okay, well the ones I'm using on this shawl, um, I believe these that I'm using, they are Knitter's Pride Zing, Zing. I have ordered these off eBay. They come well packaged, and I think the store is called Handsome Fibers. That's where I bought some for my grandmother for Christmas, and every time they come in a timely fashion. They get here quick, and they're not very expensive at all. Very little shipping, or it ships free depending on the. When I first started buying the knitting needles, no, they didn't ship free, but I think they were the last two times that I bought them.
Yeah. And I have the interchangeable sets from Knit Picks, the circulars. I have a
Mm-hmm.
set of the long and a set of the short. And I also got like regular double pointed needles from Amazon, like a no name.
Mm.
But I really would like to have a good set of double pointed because I don't find mine are that smooth. Like I find it's
Yeah.
kind of rough. And my sock needles that I have that are double pointed, those are Knit Picks too, but I got the bamboo and I snapped two of them. So eventually I'm gonna replace mine with a set of aluminum. Uh, Um then some of my like my circular for my sock needle for my socks, the little 9 inch and the 32 inch for the toe decreases. Now that is, was it Chigu? Am I saying
Chow goo is how I say it. Like chow, dog chow.
Chow down?
But that's how I say it. Everybody says it a little different, but yeah.
No, you got 15 minutes and 15 minutes only to eat your fine, fine Navy chow. We heard, well, I may not have it completely right, but we would hear that every day, like in boot camp, when you would go sit down to eat, they would tell you that at the table. Ooh, Nadine made a snow angel. Aw. And actually, for those that don't realize, sometime towards the end of February, I will be doing a snow themed video. So for y'all that get snow, y'all can take some pictures, take pictures of your snow angels, your snowmen, you know, scenic snow pictures, you know, and y'all can email them to me and I'll include your pictures in a video towards the end of February. The only thing is don't include children in your video in your pictures because like YouTube don't want you to share pictures of other people's children in
Hmm.
videos and stuff. So okay. Mary Ann wants to know how we learned to knit. So how did you learn, Krystal?
Um, my grandmother taught me, and actually, she taught me the way she knits, and it's actually a different style. It's they used to call it grandmother's knitting, but there's an actual term for it. But it's okay, like when I'm doing knitting, instead of normally to knit, you would go up, she would go down. That's how I was taught. I now started knitting where I go upwards. So, but she taught me, and then also YouTube, where I learned all the different stuff in this shawl that I'm doing, all the SKP and SK2P and the PSS2 over and whatever, all that.
Every time, like usually whenever I get that in a pattern, I always have to look it up again to okay, how do I do this stitch again? Because I get
I
like
had to do that too.
because it's like it starts to get confusing. Okay, which one was this? But yeah, for me, I learned from Expression Fibers, Shondi.
Yeah.
I learned from her tutorials. And then when it came to making patterns, I learned a lot from Morley Bird.
Mm.
And that's how I learned how to read patterns. And like my advice is find patterns with a video tutorial that also has a written pattern and follow it while you're doing a video tutorial, and that's the best way to learn how to read patterns.
Um, I have noticed that too. When you have a pattern and you're watching a tutorial, it's easier to learn how to read the pattern if you go step by step with the video.
Hmm.
It does help a lot. Now I can read a knitting pattern and a crochet pattern. So,
Oh, it looks like Amanda won't get power until 12:30.
oh,
It must be bad if it's taking that long. And Miguel's here. Hey, Miguel. How are you doing today? Oh, no, you've been sick.
oh,
I hope you feel better soon. And Queen Bee's working on a hooded score. And let's see. Let's see. Trying to skim the comments. Okay, Mary says she got some Addy Turbo needles that I got at a garage sale for next to nothing. That's awesome. And like I'm a firm believer in yard sales. I love yard sales.
Oh, I do too. I don't
Oh,
go as
Mama's
much anymore,
here.
but yeah.
Hey, Mama. Okay,
Huh?
Roberta wants to know if we've done interlocking crochet. Have you, Krystal?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. And Roberta says, I learned to knit first and then insisted on learning to crochet with number 10 thread. I was 7. Awesome. And Queen Bee is saying Marketplace is another good place to find stuff. Okay. So I'm caught up in the chat and we're almost at the hour and a half point. So is there anything you want to say, Krystal, before we say our goodbyes and all?
Um, just thanks to everybody that came in and also helped me get to 800. Awesome! Yay!
Go, Krystal. And
Hi, Mama.
next we're going to work on helping Krystal get to 900.
Slowly. I don't want to jump up there. And then you take, like when we did the Christmas in July fairies, it jumped up like 250 people subscribed to my channel in less than 24 hours, and they took all 250, almost not all, but about 150 away, and I kept 100. So,
But I also think a lot of that was because YouTube felt like comments were like spammy and stuff.
yeah, that too. But also, if your numbers jump too quick, a lot of them they will look at and see. Okay, well, they do their YouTube. The bots do whatever they do.
But yeah, so do you have anything that's going on with your channel that
Oh,
you want to mention?
yes, tomorrow I am not tomorrow. Friday. I keep thinking it's Thursday for some reason. It's not. It's Wednesday. Um Friday evening on New Year's Eve, me and Alicia of Young 40 Mom will be going live with our monthly live, and I think that's at 6:30 or 6 o'clock. I may have moved it up, but I'm not sure. But so she'll be on my channel on Friday, and then I think next Tuesday you're on my channel. So Connie
Yeah.
will be on my channel next Tuesday.
And thank you for coming live with me today, Krystal.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
And a few things I want to mention. To let's see. Tomorrow I plan to get my Crochet Tuesday video finally done. And Friday I'm planning to do a video that will mention all the prizes that will be donated from my monetization party. And for the ones that I have pictures of, I will show y'all pictures of like the yarn and stuff that got donated. But yeah, that way y'all can see and know more about the prizes that will be at my monetization party. And again, if anybody wants to donate a prize to the party, just email me and let me know. And the monetization party Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. This Sunday, that is. And also Saturday, Cindy with Pups and Crochet and Lisa with Coping with Yarn will be on my live as my guest stars on Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? What am I forgetting, Krystal?
Samantha Stewart says shout out video tomorrow.
Um, it's normally Thursdays I do my shout out videos. Um, I still need to get some more channels together. I may need till next week to do a shout out video. I'm not sure yet. But but yeah, Thursdays is typically my shout out videos. And if anyone wants a shout out on that video, y'all can either email me or comment on one of my videos to let me know. And why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Oh well, if I if I did forget something, it'll probably get mentioned in my video tomorrow. But anyway, thank y'all all for watching my live tonight and joining me and Krystal. And thank y'all for helping Krystal get to 800.
Thank you.
And I want to thank those two that will be watching on replay. I love you guys, and I hope everyone has a fabulous Yorny night and a fabulous Yorny tomorrow. Be the light, and bye.